Good afternoon. Happy vlog day. It's been a while. It has been a while. And hello to everybody that is in chat. I always forget to check the settings to see if chat is live. Not live, but is available once the video's ended. I'm sure there's a box I can tick somewhere. But obviously, being a complete dunderhead, I see it's gone out of my head already. Completely forgotten about it. It doesn't matter. I just like to point out, in case you weren't aware, for the first time in, must be a week, it is now not below freezing. It's 3 degrees centigrade here. It's the first time in over a week. It's brilliant. I've even taken my woolly bonnet off. I brushed my hair even. Just for you. Just for you. What other random shite can I talk about whilst we wait and see if anybody else is actually going to turn up? Because obviously there's people from Sweden here. We can start now. Sorry. Pam's here. Pam has entered chat. That's it. I can continue. We can start. Right. This will probably be the last vlog before Christmas, and I'm not sure if it'll be the last live. I'd like to do a live in between Christmas and New Year, and maybe like not a what happened in 2022, but maybe just going over what I've kept from 2022, what I've enjoyed using in 2022. Not a list, not a top 10 tip, best RTA and all that crap, because I don't like doing lists. If you'd met my wife, you would know I really don't like doing lists. She handles the lists department. Yeah. If I don't do that, if you don't hear me talking about it, can somebody just chin me and just say, "Oi, fatty, you said you were going to do another video with what's happened in 2022." So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Philippines and 31C here. I'm so happy for you. Oh my god. Jedi's Runk. Oh, sorry, is it Punk? I thought it was Runk. Is in chat. South Africa's in the house as well. Hello, South Africa. The Beast is in my shite. He's here as well. And Adrian, as always, is here to keep me right. Adrian's here to keep me right and point out the things I get wrong. Actually, we should say that. That's and I'm hoping Adrian knows when I'm taking the piss out of him now. This. Remember this, the Arcana? The airflow ring? Well, Adrian pointed out, why don't they do an airflow ring with 3 holes in the last live? So I contacted the modder, and they're releasing a 3-hole airflow ring in January. So kudos to young Adrian. Kudos, my friend. See, it's always good if you shout these things out. Let's just say the Stubby is the best mainstream item of 2022. Hey, you never know. Paul, you never won anything, mate. You've not won a thing. Are you talking about the giveaway? The giveaway for patrons? We've already done that. We did that earlier on. Somebody won it, and it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Right, let's have a furious vape. I'm just joking. And I think we'll get this show on the road. Now, I'm going to show... Oh, that's the wrong colour. That's the wrong... Is that the right colour? Hang on. Hey, that's the right colour. That's awfully bright. We need a video of what you broke this year. That would be a very, very long video. A very long video. I'll put this light on as well. I should really have put all these lights on. See, we're all... I forget that I've actually got the tools to do this properly. I just never bother with them normally. Right. There's been some goodies. If you're on Instagram, follow... Yeah. If you're on Instagram and the Facebook group and all that stuff, you'll have seen photos. There's... I was hoping things were going to quieten down since it was coming to Christmas and I could just kick back and chill out. That's not happening. That's not happening. I'm not complaining because the stuff's lovely. I mean, the gear is lovely. Well, yeah, let's... Where do we start? Let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the beginning. Right. We need... oh, by the way, there's no dog. No doggy. Doggy is... He's in the house with Cam. Staying warm. Staying warm. Right. Here we go. Oh my god, what's happened here? Oh, that's very dirty. Oh, I need to clean that. Oh, look at the state of this. Oh, that's... I apologise. That's terrible. Right, let's start off with... this. Okay. I've just realised I'm saying let's start off with this and I've completely forgotten everything about it. I've completely forgotten everything about it. The review for this shall be soon. Oh god, thank god they wrote it on it. It always helps when they write things on mods because that way I can then remember who it's by and what it's called. But this is by Fakir's mods. And just for clarification, these are still made in Turkey, but they are shipped from Bulgaria because the guys now have a shop, an e-cig shop in Bulgaria now. But yeah, here we go. Now this is an 18650 version and it comes in 21700 as well if you want, so it'll be bigger. Dimensions and all that I'm going to give you during the review. This is just the cliff notes. So it's the base 18650 USB-C here, which is strange because this is actually a MOSFET. This is a MOSFET, and if I remember right, it's an Amiga MOSFET. You know, you got the 5 clicks to turn the light on and off, 3 clicks to lock it. But the thing about this one is it's got a fire button here and it's got a fire button here. I will say when I saw this in the photos and I didn't like this, and there's part of me when I look at it like that, and you can let me know, you can tell me what you think. When you look at it like that, it doesn't look, it looks kind of, you know, it was done by a, oh, I can't say what I was going to say there. Yeah, it doesn't look like that impressive, but hand on heart, in the hand, once you start noticing, you know, see the recess for here, actually holding that there. So that there, and then you've got the curves going on here as well. It's actually really, really nice in the hand. And the wood, I mean, I've waxed the wood already. So it's a lot smoother. It was a bit dried out when it arrived, to be honest, but now it feels lovely. And yeah, this is it's just doing not bad. I'll tell you what, I'm getting a natty. I'm getting a natty. Just to show you. So Cabello, which I already have juice over everything. How did I do it? I have no idea how. Microfiber cloth. By the power of Grayskull. There we go. And don't look at the drip tip, but there we go with a cabello on top. And there's a dog hair. Okay, so we've got dog hair and custard everywhere already. But it's pretty. I think it's very, very pretty. So there we go. That is from Fakir's Mods. So we'll back this off of here. And we'll go. We'll just have a look in the what. We'll just read chat. What have we got? Who's been an asshole? Guaranteed. I turned my head for 2 seconds and somebody in chat will have been an asshole. Yeah, Mick, well done. Well done. Mick's the asshole. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that about Mick because we're rugged bro watch strap. Same colour and everything. You didn't need to know that. Love you, Mick. Yes, Gutter Light Museum. That was the new Fakirs. That was the new Fakirs. Rusty, I don't think you can say that you wax your wood on YouTube. I've said worse. I've said worse. Right, here we go. Back in, down low. Once again, this is the Delro D650. This is the prototype. I think there's 10 out in the wild. And I am slowly getting to love this. I'll not go into great detail like I did before. I mean, I talked about how my personal preference was for the LiPo version because that's the one I've used for years now. 3 or 4 years. It's been my daily banger. The one thing that I wasn't a huge fan of in this one though was the raised profile here. But I'm pretty sure that's going to get slightly changed for the production one as well. But other than that, it's been performing flawlessly. No, tell a lie. I managed to break something on it. I'm not going to show you, but I managed to break something on it. And I fixed it. I did end up fixing it. But it's been great. I'm not sure when these are going to be finished and when they're going to be available to buy through the group. But I'd imagine it's going to be in the new year. But yeah, there we go. There's the Delro D650. Once again, Delro as in Delro. But it's an 18650 with a Danny Extreme V3 in there. So, how we go? There we go. Hang on. Nice colours in the wood they used in that one. Yes, I agree. Is gone button for make and the other click. Robert, no, they're both. It's a MOSFET. It's a MOSFET. So yes, we're talking about the Fakirs. Right, pop that back there. Sorry, I have to put things in the right place, or they'll just, or all the mods go walkabout. The chips are meant to be good. The Danny, I'll tell you what they've done with them. So the Crypt box or the C-bot, the Delro. They've got the V3 Extreme, but it's like a special version that's done by Diecodes, and they've relocated the buttons and things like that, and it's a little bit tweaked, and it just makes it a lot easier to use than a lot of your normal Danny boards. It's quite easy to get around. It can still be a, once you use it for a wee while, it's a no-brainer. I'm not old, I'm just not as young as I was. I'll put it like this, I'm not as young as I was when I started doing this carry on. Many moons ago now. The boy Roy 83, thank you very much. Thank you. Right. We'll stick with the borrow stuff. We'll stick with the borrow stuff because I know how much you all love the borrow stuff. Let's get to this. This is the name I've forgotten. It's the Maxine. It's the Maxine. I've just remembered now, and this bit bugs me. Yondon, if you watch this, because I know you do sometimes. I've no, I can't get it lined up. Right. Maxine is 60. That's a DNA 60. Borrow device. This is the drip tip that it comes with. I'm using the Eden by Link, or is it the Link by Eden? I can never remember. I've just done a review for this and I've completely forgotten already. I actually really like this device. I know it looks... Sorry. I actually use these things before I do the videos, so they do get a little bit, yeah, covered in juice and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember how to get into it. Yes, here we go. So, it's by Emporium Mods, if you didn't know that already. I do like the branding on this. I actually like it quite a lot. I do wish that he had just like he's a big logo inside here as well, just to tie the two together, the inside and the outside. But it's been working great, and it's really, really nice. And there'll be a full review for this coming probably next week. These two I will definitely get to next week. I'll definitely get to next week. But yeah, that's the Maxine by Emporium. Hair dye covers a multitude of sins. Don't be slagging off the hair dye. Middle-aged Josh, I don't believe you're middle-aged at all. Vapor Bay UK, good afternoon. You're a lovely man, Lloyd. A lovely man. Why didn't you sell my watch, Lloyd? I need to know why you didn't do more for me. As one of your great supporters, why weren't you out with a billboard selling my watch for me? I'm really disappointed, Lloyd. Sorry, private joke. Good morning. Ash, do you have the Taita X 21700 in for review? No, I think the chances of Taita sending me anything are very, very slim. I didn't have a lot of luck with... I think they sent me 4 in total of the first mod they did, and every single one of them just would not play ball. They just had issues with every single one of them. Don't get me wrong, I would love to. I mean, I would love to have been positive about it and say I had no issues, but I had an issue with every single one, and I think they got pissed off with me. And yeah, so yeah, I don't think anything will happen. But this is nice. I think there's a list going up in the group now, Emporium Mods, or in the new year. I'm not sure which one he's doing, but I will also say that the link by Eden, the RBA that's inside it, it's very good. I'm thoroughly enjoying using it, but there we go. That's just me. Right. Two down. Not that I'm rushing through this. I'm just aware that it's a Friday afternoon and you've got better things to do with your time than sit and listen to me talking shite. Andrew, how you doing? What can we do next? Right, this one's yes. Silvercraft. I don't know who Silvercraft are. Silvercraft are making a borrow after the chaos. I don't know who Silvercraft are. Or I don't remember who Silvercraft are. Sorry. Right, let's show you this, because this is very, very pretty, this one. This came in, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I do like this. Right. Coming to you direct from Athens in Greece, we have the Prisma side by side. This is a DNA 60, single 18650, and it is your firing buttons here, the logo for the mod up here, the logo for the company, that's the LSIG Art logo, actually the cutouts in the battery, that's their logo, up and downy buttons, micro USB for connecting to eScribe and so on and so forth, and oh yeah, awesome! Curry's PC World, Todd, you have won an electric Smeg kettle. Oh, I've just won a Smeg kettle. Eh? Anyway, here's the cabale on this. I like the fact that he's got the air slots, air holes here and here, and the firing button and location is sublime. This is a, like, obviously this is a slightly fancy one. You do get it, you'll get it with a plain tube, and you can get it with a plain black or white. You'll probably end up doing Juma and wood and all different versions of this, depending how it takes off. But he's, credit where it's due, he's done a really, really nice job in this one, and I'm quite impressed. I am suitably impressed with this one. Once again, the cabale in it, so, which I think just looks really, 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 really nice, and I like the cabale an awful lot. Silvercraft Philippines made the Atlas. Sorry, I don't. I know that I should know everything and all of them. I'm supposed to, but I don't know it. Sorry. Sorry if I've been late. Mo, just you'll catch up. It's the same old bullshit. You've seen it a million times before, and yeah, it's the same as Rick. There's Rick's just joined. Rick's going to tell us at some point how warm it is where he lives, and Mohammed will probably tell us how. Yeah, pair of band pots. Anyway, this is actually really, really comfortable, and I like the fact that the side by sides are still a thing, and so there we go. I don't need to show you that anymore. We can 30 Celsius. You're such a knob. Sorry, am I allowed to call viewers knobs? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Well, that'll be this video getting taken down pretty soon. Oops. It's getting a bit cloudy in here. Right. Let's keep moving along. Keep moving along. And we're almost done, to be honest. We're almost done. Right. Uncle Greg, over in Greece once again. You can usually find Greg hanging about the beaches, taking photos. Yeah, true story. Anyway, if you don't know, for those that don't know, this was the Unific, which was also by Umods. You see the firing button up there? This is the Unifico, and the firing button is now here, and we have this up the top instead. This is serial number 001. Hi. This is a micarta one. Obviously, this is Delro. And also the tank, the Uni tank. This is the V2 uni-tank that's inside here. This is the original one, which I had a special relationship with, we shall say. I'm glad to say that it would appear that all the things that I found interesting about the V1 now seem to have been addressed in the V2. Yeah, we've got more of a metal cage. We've got a metal cage going on in this now. The actual top cap here. Remember in the V1 you needed a coin or something to undo everything. Well, the actual top cap itself is the tool that unscrews everything. So this has changed. I'm actually running a Hussar. This is something else I also reviewed that I've forgotten the name of. A Hussar STM? STM? Was it? Can't remember. So, yeah, the firing buttons, different location. This is the main thing. It's actually smaller when you measure it out. It's obviously this bit in the cage. This bit is no longer exists on the Unifico. It's actually about a mil shorter. And sorry, words. The flow was going so well there, and it just stopped. Yes, it's not so wide and it's not so tall. Aye, I'll go with that. Anyway, so there we go. Still a small screen DNA 60. I will say that the profile, the buttons are a bit taller than the original one. That's a thing as well. And also I will say, or will I keep this for the review? No, I'll keep that for the review. This is just a quick show and tell. This is not a review as such. Tom, catch you later. Sorry that I put you to sleep already. Did you notice that the pattern in the tube continuously is in the bottom? Does it? I'm not saying that you're wrong, Mo, but 60% of the time you're right. All of the time. Is that what it is? Is that what we said? No, I can't remember. It doesn't actually. No, you're absolutely wrong. Or it does. No, it actually does. No, it doesn't. Nah, it's not. It's not. It's not a continuation. It does. It does in certain bits, but yeah, it's not a. Sorry, we're talking about the lines flowing from here onto the tube. No, it's not. It's definitely not. Just anyway, 60% of the time, every time. That's what I was looking for. Right, we're talking about the Unifico and the STM. Thank you very much. Got some dope mods. Low. Oh God. That's a toilet U-bend. Call me Bobbag all the time on Instagram. This is true. I do call people Bobbag. Just noticed it's a stainless steel up and down. Mine are Delro. I'm special, Peter. That's the difference. That's the difference. I'm very special. That's why mine are stainless steel. I've no idea. No idea. I just that's one of the things when you're a beggar. Basically, you take what you're given. No, I'm not a beggar. I don't ask for any of this gear. I never ask for this gear, but I don't pay for it. I'm a little bit of a beggar. Okay, we'll stay with that. Now, the important stuff. I've had the tank apart a couple of times, and it's not given me any grief. It's not given me any grief filling it up so far. So things have been good with the tank. The mod, do I want to get into this just now? No, I keep my mouth shut. The drip tip that's on it is just a UMOS drip tip. That doesn't come with it. Pam, what's with the weird drip tip? Is that standard? That's just a drip tip. That's use your own drip tip. Don't go Canadian on me, Pam. Don't start. We were doing so well. We were doing so well, but you're going all Canadian on me. It's not all about you. I'm so sorry. I'm just sorry. I've got this thing about winding up Canadian women. It's just when you're married to one, you just can't help yourself. Right, it's the thing is with this, I will say this just now, is that obviously you can see that the tank, these sell as separate items now. You used to buy this as a oneer. You bought the mod and the tank together basically. They came as a package, if you like. And the tank was the perfect height for this. Well, this tank, the V2 tank, is not the perfect height or sits flush with the Unific. It still sits flush with the Unific. So, but you can buy these separate now. But obviously, if you don't know, the Uni tank is, you can use any RBA in it technically, and it also comes with an adapter, I think, for using, and I can't remember now, it's PNP GTX coils or something like that. It's always about me. all the time. Yes. The side fire is very, very comfortable. It's a hard call, this one, because I really, really like the Unific a lot. The Unific is just the thumb firer up top. It just worked really, really well. So moving it to a side fire, it was always going to be, you know, the original recipe just worked, but this does work as well. And I was saying to Marsky, or a young man we know, earlier on, it's really, oh sorry, yeah, I better take them off. When I'm working, I do work occasionally, I tend to vape with my left hand. I'm normally a right-handed vaper, but I vape with my left hand, and it's just as comfortable in the left hand as it is in the right. There we go. So that, people are getting these just now. The lists were up and you were able to buy them. It's not just you know, special people like Peter Edwards that got one. You know, normal people got them as well. But that's that. This is the voice of the Mysterons. Nobody's as old as you, Mick. Nobody'll know what that means. That's old man stuff now. That's old man stuff. The last thing to show you is that arrived. Don't drop them, don't drop them, don't drop them. Here we go. Right. These arrived from Suicide Mods, and these are called the Crypt tank. And we have all the colours here, borrow tanks. Right, what can I tell you about these? What can I tell you? Not a lot, actually, in that it's a borrow tank, and every single borrow mod I've got here, I've tried test fitting them, and they fit in every single mod that I have. In fact, they're actually well, I'll do this just now, yeah, because I'm not going to review these as such. Let's get my my clappers. Let's do this. I know this is upside down. Please excuse me. 0, damn it. What have we got here? So we've got 25.78. 25 point, yeah. So it's a little bit thinner. We're looking at, we'll go top to top. That's 38.5. And we'll take it from there actually. 38.5. And it's a little bit shorter as well. So it is a little bit smaller than your standard borrow tank, and you can see how often I don't use these because this is what a mess. So if I would say quite comfortably that this will fit in everything. I was actually talking to Brian earlier on, and I'll just it's not identical to the Cthulhu Kraken tank at all. Sorry, I don't mean to name and shame, but it's a borrow tank. It has to be a certain way. So if you're at all interested, metal up the top for the Kraken, whereas this is just the plastic, but it's still got the O-ring on the inside there. This still has an O-ring here, so that's different. And obviously the holes are different at the bottom. These are coloured to match the tank. This is not as such. Also, this has the Suicide Mods logo on the internals, and yeah. It's a tank. I mean, I could pull out the snail tank, and there's other tanks, and we could say they're the same, but it's not identical at all. The only thing I will say about this, the only slight downside I found, it's a bit like the stubby, the tank that comes with the stubby. You know how it can be a bit of a pain getting this. These are, I mean, I find I have to use a tool to actually get these open. I mean, if you've got long nails, you'll probably get it open okay, but yeah, I just wish that it was a bit easier to get them out. The only other thing I will say is the biggest RBA that I've come across is like the Mob V2. The Mob V2 will fit in here, but it makes contact with the sides. It's tight, and it would probably scratch up the internal, inside of the tank over time. But that was the same with the snail tank as well. So, other things I wanted to say was, this should fit inside one of the the Cerakoted billet boxes, but because it's slightly smaller than a standard borrow tank, I'll say this because the Cerakoted billet boxes are the Cerakoting, that it's not always the same thickness 100%. So a lot of these Cerakoted billet boxes are not identical in what you can fit in. But if anything's going to fit in, this should, because it's smaller than a borrow tank. So there we go. Bearded Saxon, you fell into my trap. That's it, you don't get to ask any more questions. Is it going to put the vape snail tank to one side? I like the colour coding bit. I like the colour matching top and bottom. Snail tanks have been fantastic since they arrived, since they came out. I've used snail tanks nearly, that and the Limelight tank I use all the time. The only downside to the snail tank is that collar at the top. When you put your RBA in, it pops the collar off. That drives me insane sometimes. But other than that, it's not let me down. The snail tank's fantastic. I mean, that's the thing. The Atmazoo guys come out with a lot of gear, like the vape snail and all that stuff. They come out with it before anybody else, and then everybody else comes along and interprets what they did already. So there we go. So that's that. And I also got I have to say thank you to Brian whilst we're talking. I got a purple stumpy. I got a purple one as well, which is awfully pretty, and I'm using the... It's the only thing I wish they would do, and I know I love all these different colours and whatnot. I do wish that the tanks were colour coded to the mods when you get them. I absolutely love this tank. I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love this tank. I think it's fantastic. I really do. I just kind of wish it was colour coded. And I'm using the Dram. Somebody will remind me. I'm sure it's Dram. Drip tip, the hybrid drip tip. So yeah, this has been getting a good hammering as well. So there we go. You'll be glad to know the borrow section is now officially finished, and I can have a vape. What are we listening to in the gramophone? Oh, come on! You know, see, that can only be one thing. It's what I do my my desk aerobics to. That's why I'm looking so slim these days. Right. Oh, Optimist. G'day. Sport. I really hope they call the 21700 the chubby. Yes. There will be coloured tank sections at one point for the stubby tank, says Paul. Good. I would be very, very happy if they did this. I know it got mentioned earlier on, and I'm curious what you think. Obviously this year, right, you know how you have all your Eastside Click Awards and all this stuff and whatnot, and they vote for mods and stuff, and none of that is relevant to how I vape and what I review. None of it, pretty much, is relevant at all. And I kind of think that a lot of people that watch my reviews, or at least my mum and dad, a lot of people that watch my reviews are kind of the same. I'm just curious what you think, as possibly a lot of you are what we would call hobbyists rather than mainstream vape shoppers, you know, type thing. This year, what's been stand out for you? What do you think has been the best gear this year? RTA, side by side, tank, borrow, all that stuff. Kind of curious. I can tell you what I've loved this year. I'll do a separate video for that, but I'm curious what you think. Adosaki, Ahab. I wish I knew how to pronounce people's names properly. You shall be known as Bob 45 from now on. The Boreal. I don't even know what the hell that is. Do I know what the Boreal is? It rings a bell, must I mean. Actually, that does ring a bell. Who made the Boreal? Oh no, that was Spanish boys, wasn't it? Yeah. Did the Nusoko, wasn't it? I could be wrong. I could completely off guard here. Savage Simon 62. Oh, I see you've got Hoddit and Doddit, Statler and Waldorf on the show this week. I might tune in just to see that, because they're going to be really good at question time, because they are like, aye, I'll tune in and watch. Real Mods, yes, Real Mods, yeah, it was who I thought it was. Brilliant. I'm going to find myself going back to vape gear from the early days. We were talking about that earlier on. I fancy trying, I fancy trying an Uber Toot again, just to see. Yeah, Rick said borrow mods. Mr. Kingswell's just woken up. No shocker there. Mo, yep, I was right. Yep. Somebody wants to smoke some meat. That means something different where I come from. Jim's, what I've hated is pods, because I found me buying them. Yeah, you're just a posh boy from Carnoustie, so it doesn't surprise me at all. You Carnoustie Fifers, they're all the same. The GT5 was the best for me. GT5 was alright, actually. GT5 was good. Taita X 21700 in the stubby. Pods are just updated CE4s in my eyes. Yeah. It's okay for Pop 45. I like it as you name me. Bob 45. Chic Boy has not bought anything this year. Oh, how did you manage that? The Diamond FZ, I don't know that. Holy shit, I don't know that one. Modwise, the Critical C-Bot, yes. Ati-wise, the GG Caspardinia, I always... That, and where's my tripod gone? There it is. And the Tripod V2, I agree, are both really, really good RTAs. I'm surprised how much I love the Tripod V2 though, because essentially it's the same ATI. At its core, it's the same ATI, but those little changes that they made just made what was a good ATI into a great one, I think. It's still tall, don't get me wrong, it's still tall, but it's a fantastic vape from it. It really is. The stubby for price point and size and RTAs, I'm allocated the WL and bridges, I believe. The Umbrella Mods Vision, yes. I actually kept the Vision. I use it. It's full of juice here. I think it was a fantastic idea and done really, really well. The MMRTA is great. Yes. Love to. Yep. Argon. Dicode's 21700 side by side. Yes. Dicode's mods are always solid. Lost Vapes and Cheers beer. Do you know I still want to pick up one of those Lost Vape Squonkers. I saw the Black Friday sales. I think I saw them down to £30. I was sorely tempted to buy one. The Jenna RBA is great, even if it's from a ball bag. I don't really care about the guy, but the RBA did look smart. I'll give him that. Not put a build in the V2 yet. Does anything beat a dwarf? Yes. Yes, it does. The dwarf is the baseline. It does everything really, really well. If you were going away for a week and you wanted something without any features, shall we say, in that you had to be careful because it does that or it does this and blah blah. The dwarf doesn't. The dwarf is just dependable. It's just what you want. If you were stuck on a desert island, but yeah, it's dependable, great vape, but that's about it. That's all you want, right enough. But anyway, hope they missed the Unica. Very nice. Pioneer Insider. The DL Cabello is a dream. The Cabello is just tremendous. I have a huge weak spot for the Cabello. I really do. Mohammed, don't worry about it. But thank you, but don't honestly don't worry about it, because if I got it for free, I would feel compelled to actually use it and make a review about it, which I don't really want to do, to be fair, because it's been out for forever. So, sorry, who's that? No. Simon, fine. Unica, can't wait for the show tomorrow. T-Fun GT1, no juice control faff. Yeah, the GT1 was good. It was good, but yes, I have my favourites. I shall place them. I think mainstream for as far as borrows go for this year. The Stumpy, and I'll give it where it's due. If you want to get into vaping these days and you want to get into borrowed devices, these two are superb. They really are. I hate this colour, which and that kind of kills it for me a little bit. But this I love this mod so much. It's really, really good. Right, we're all done. Excuse me whilst I have a vape on this. Okie dokie. It is now the weekend. As far as I'm concerned. I'm just going to tidy up in here and then I'm going to bugger off. If anybody has any questions, I'm going to sit here and just have a vape for a couple of minutes. If anybody has any questions of relevance, don't ask me what my favourite juice is or what I would recommend. Don't ever ask me those questions. So any questions outside that, I mean, like, what hair colour do I use? How often do I dye my hair? They're fine. I'm okay with questions like that. But outside that, no. The Cthulhu AIO, yes. It's very good. It's very good. I'll do a shout out for it because it's the polite thing to do. Savage Simon, go and have a look for Savage Simon on YouTube. He does a vape show every Saturday night, and he's got Mr. Bissardo and Demi are on this weekend, so that should be good for a laugh. Go and watch it. It's a really good show. I'm not a huge fan of vape shows, I have to admit, but I really enjoy it. It's a good crew. Oh, Jillian, Jesus Christ! See, having a second wife. Jesus. Okay, I hear you. Sorry, I have to sort out the charities for next year, and I always forget. And Jillian's just, yeah. Thank you, Jillian. You know I'll forget, and you'll have to remind me again. Any more drone footage? I've not been out with the drone at all. I just haven't been out with it. Paul, you're not getting your VAT. I don't even get your VAT. What's your favourite poker chip? I'm not biting. I'm not biting. You're assuming that I have it to hand and I can just show it. Who keeps poker chips lying about? It's there. It's there behind every video. See, you probably you don't watch my videos. I do videos, by the way. I do reviews. It's been sitting there on display since it arrived. I always watch Simon Saturday Show. You mean how often does Karen dye your hair? No, I do it myself, mate. I really do it myself. What tank would you recommend for borrow bridges? You're just being a dick as well. No one else will get a word in. This is Julian. Have you sponsored an elephant yet, Todd? No, I've not sponsored an elephant yet. Yeah, anyway. Right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much. I'll catch you. Listen, have an excellent Christmas. I'll catch you between Christmas and New Year on a live. Patrons, I'll see you in the usual place. But until next time, have an excellent Crimbo, and catch you very soon. Bye for now.